Hello, hello, my friends. It's your buddy Lunar Fury coming at you. I've got the story scene, the initial story scene for this weekend solo event. And the great news is at 5,000 points, the next Quintesson avatar is rewarded. It's the Rage Face. And I'm so glad I did not finish that first Quintesson solo, 10,000 points for an avatar, because that would have been my first solo finish, and that would have just reinforced that we should blow our weekend, depending on our power level, grinding 10k for an avatar, which is ridiculous. Now 5k for an avatar, that's reasonable, and I'm happy with that. There's this whole spooky challenge battle thing. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. But I just wanted to show that. And then Slog and Straxus are now the 600 Cybercoin crystal for selling the space bridge. And this weekend's event, a grave problem. And of course, there is the avatar you get at 5,000 points. The Rage avatar looks very nice. I'm liking it. Here we go. Inside Autobot headquarters. That was close. That was a close run thing, Prime. We almost lost the Enigma of combination. Indeed, Silverbolt. Thankfully, Springer was on hand to snatch it from Astro Train's grasp, and now it's safely back in its vault. Speaking of Springer, where is he? I haven't seen him for days. Off wrecking and rolling, I suppose. Those Special Forces bots, that's because Springer was a wrecker. And I think Prowl's the one who made him. Actually, Prowl, he's on another covert mission. One I fear even he may not return from. Seeing that's IDW, the IDW comics record thing, by the way. And yet Prowl's kind of an evil SOB. I sent him to Quintessa. Yeah. What? That death trap of a planet? Why, Prime, why? Meanwhile, in the Decepticon command bunker. This is an asteroid train where? Quintessa. When Hunger returned from his last mission there, he brought something back with him. For want of a better expression, a fear virus. It attacks the nervous protocol, sends terrifying visions directly to the neural cortex. Grown Decepticons reduced to quaking protoforms in seconds. Brr. And we need the cure to fear itself. Man, that's interesting because it's Halloween. It's a fear virus. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm trying to think of the names of all the judge faces on the Quintessence. I don't think there was a fear. But that would have been even better. That would have been more perfect than Rage, since it's Halloween. But that's cool. I like that. Very neat. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you guys. This little replay. That's Zone 10, I think. It's 9 or 10. It's a level 23 2-star dead ant. I just wanted to show you guys this before we go. Look, there he goes, like 271 power. Boop. Boop. 2 teleports. Nothing. Yep. The rocket, the missile launcher's still hitting him, so I was like, man, them missiles might kill him. He's just a little baby. So I'm warped over to the other side of the HQ. Now the missile can't even touch him. Look at that. Wow. Party Pete, though. I like that name, Party Pete. It's an interesting name. But this is 2-star dead end. See? Now you know why I call him Superbot. He's one of him and Cup are one of the 4 Superbots. That's a 2-star. 2-star Reflector and First Aid. Then they're decent healers if you don't have a 3 or 4-star. 2-star Deathsaurus and Star Saber. Max at 40. They're little beasts. Up until maybe zone 10 or 11. So. And then Scourge, the 2 stars. Until you get a 3, you can work with it. And, yeah. That's why they're the 4 Superbots, my friends. And it's just, let's just speed this up. It was taking him a little while. Boom. And look at that haul. It was zone 9 or 10. That's actually really good. I usually see much horrible numbers. And 11 and 12. Yeah. Everybody's like, but it's so easy to farm Energon and Alloy, Lunar. Well, it's not. This is a way more than typical amount of Energon and Alloy that I see, except here lately where I've been taking the Bustas into Zone 13 and Suicide in Silos. I typically see 50,000 Energon to up to 200,000 is a standard Energon, and then like 80,000 Alloy up to maybe 400,000, but that's on a high end. Generally about 80,000 to 200,000 Alloy. And this is zone 11 and 12 battles. It's just garbage. I know I've heard a lot of you, like in the line chats, don't have that problem, so that's awesome for you. But that's a problem I have, and that's why I take so long in leveling up my base. If I spent money like some people, on coins and things like that, I would have probably level 60 4-star cons, and all my 3s would be maxed, except maybe the newest ones, which aren't that many for me, like a new 3-star. And then my base would have been maxed, that first month HQ 15 was released. But I don't really care about any of that. And I take my time. I like the events. During the week, the XP bar moves slow, and I typically have way worse than these results in Energon Alloy, so it's not worth it to me to spend the time being frustrated. I get on and do my wars for my alliance, and I try to get 4 build bots going on Monday, so I don't have to worry about anything for a week to 2 weeks. But and that's a lately thing. And that's just my experience, friends. I've had really great luck with the space bridge, and I know a lot of people don't. And even people that spend insane amounts of crystals, not all of them have great luck. So I've heard stories of people spending over $1,000 just to get a 4-star Scourge or Megatron, or Swoop or Optimus or Grimlock, etc. And some of them that have spent that and still didn't get the 4 stars. So I've heard tales from every spectrum, friends. I just try to show you my experience and why I do things and what works for me and what I think, and also bring you truths of the way things are in game as well and whatnot. I always try to help anybody that asks for it, and I typically I'm all about being kind to others, unless they're horrible to you. I typically myself, I'm a Scorpio, so it's hard for me to be a bigger person. I'll let it go, but I'll remember it and take revenge when I have a chance. Which isn't a great thing, friends. You shouldn't be like that. But I'm always here to help any of you. And if you see something that I may be doing wrong, or you may think I could do better, feel free to tell me. Just don't be a dick about it. Like my buddy Trent, he's always telling me stuff that I could do better. And so does my buddy Pace and my buddy Burbach used to always. And he still does sometimes, but he don't really play this game anymore. He's sick of the nonsense that comes with the game. And I don't always listen to them, but they're not douchebags about it or elitist pricks. They're cool about it, and I probably should listen to them more when they do give advice. But be kind to each other. Poking fun is all fine and dandy as long as it's in a kind spirit, and you're not actually trying to be mean or hurtful to a person. Sorry for the rant. As always, stay classy. Be good to one another. You've been busted. Pew.